Hello everybody. I will introduce the ABP Content Management System Kit first before Engin's demo. I will try to explain why we have built it, what it provides, and after Engin's talk, I will also show how to install it to your application. Let's begin with the project's main goal. Our aim is to provide building blocks to create public-faced web applications. That means we are providing some features to create content management system like applications or content management system in integrated applications. It's not a content management system itself. That means, you know, there are many content management systems like WordPress, and also there are some systems in .NET area. However, this is not another CMS. This is a CMS kit that consists of several features to implement to directly use in your applications. Let's see what the features are provided by the CMS kit. Actually, the CMS kit's main purpose is to allow you to dynamically create and manage your content in your application. So blogging is one of the major components of a content management system. So blogging is CMS kit features to create your own blogs. It already supports multiple blogs in a single application and publish posts under these blogs. It currently supports Markdown and HTML. You can create dynamic pages with dynamic URLs. That means you can dynamically create URLs with the dynamic menu feature. You can place your URLs into main menu dynamically and arrange and reorder from the admin panel, and also create the content dynamically on the fly. Tagging is another kind of feature, and it can be applied to any kind of content. For example, a blog post can be used for tagging, or you may create your own image gallery, for example, and you can use the tagging feature. Most of the CMS kit features are reusable and independently usable from each other. So you can tag everything, every kind of entity in your application. You can use the comments widget under everything. Like you may have again, you may have blog posts for the blogging feature. You can get comments from customers. You may have a document website, and you may want to get comments from customers, and so on. So commenting feature is just a widget you can place anywhere in your application and get comments about the content related to that part of your application. Reaction is can be used to simply react by users to contents using simple smileys. Rating is another feature to rate your contents, and global resources can be used to dynamically add CSS or JavaScript code to your pages. So without redeploying or rebuilding your application, you can easily change look and feel of your application and also behavior with your JavaScript code. Also, the blog and page feature allows you to completely create dynamic pages and contents, and you can use some kind of widgets in your contents. You can also create your define your widgets in your application code and allow users to easily pick your widgets and use it in dynamic contents. We are also providing ABP CMS Kit Pro as a part of the ABP commercial. It also provides some features on top of the open source side. One of them is contact form. You can easily add a contact us form to your website. You can add newsletter to your website, so you can allow your users to easily subscribe to different kind of newsletters, and you can get the email list and also allow them to manage their preferences, unsubscribe, and so on. So it provides the complete system. URL forwarding can be used to create short URLs and redirect your users to in other page to your application or to some external page. You can easily create polls with the poll feature. And finally, page feedback feature can be used to collect feedback or comment about your page, blog posts, or any kind of content. As I said, almost all features can be used to any kind of content. So why should you use it in your solution? The first goal is to create a custom application with CMS features instead of a CMS with your custom code. The difference is like that. For example, you want to create your public website and decided to make it based on WordPress, for example. You should write your code based on WordPress, and you are restricted to WordPress architecture, WordPress limitations. So you write your custom code and inject in somewhere in the content management system application. However, our approach is different. You create your own application. You can create any kind of application. Just it adds the CMS features you want to use in your solution. So the main advantage is it is fully integrated to your solution. It can share the same database, same code base, and all other resources in your public application. So if you have multiple applications like a mobile application, a kind of a back office application, and a public website that can be used from your end users, you can use the same database, same entity, same REST API, and same code base and coding structure. Let me tell a few use cases. For example, in the simplest case, you can create your company or personal blog or website with dynamic content. This kind of website has contents that's needed to dynamically manage it by, for example, marketing people and so on. So it's easy to create such applications with ABP CMS Kit help. You can create your product's landing page, for example, to promote your product, to get comments about your product and so on. You can create a public web application for your big solution. Like, for example, for an e-commerce system, you typically have a back office application to product your customers, to product your products, to manage your products and so on. In the public website, your final or end users will add products to basket and purchase it. So they can add comments under products, they can rate products, they can give reactions. You may have a blog post, you may have a blog in your application, and other features can be available to your application's features. So you can create an e-commerce, rent-a-car website, real estate, or a kind of marketplace. In all of these kind of applications, you typically need some CMS features. So CMS Kit is for built for this purpose. Actually, we are using it in our web applications for a while, for a long time, from the beginning actually. For example, in the ABP community website, we are using it in articles to get comments with reactions, and also we are tagging the articles, and we have a newsletter system. Let me show it in action. For example, this is a community article written by me, and you can see the comments under the that. I can reply a comment easily, or for example, I can set a reaction or take back. I can comment under here. So commenting feature is integrated to other features, you see. Also, we are using the tagging features to tag this content and easily filter, for example, or other similar contents with clicking the tag. And also we are using the newsletter to easily collect and subscribe to newsletter. We are using it, the CMS Kit's blogging feature for our volosoft.com blog. You see that we are publishing, regularly publishing blog posts. So you can read blog posts, comment about it, and so on. We are using the contact form in our ABP commercial website. We are using URL forwarding feature, for example, to create short URLs like abp.io/dapper. It's redirect to the dapper integration document of ABP framework, so you don't need to use third-party URL shortening services, which are very limited actually. So you can use your own system with the ABP CMS Kit. And finally, I want to show the latest CMS Kit feature, page feedback. We are using it to get feedback from you for the ABP documentation. For example, this is an example documentation in our website. We put a feedback link here. It scrolls down. Actually, at the end of the page, I can share my experiences about this page. For example, if I liked it, I like it, go on. I can write a comment, like or dislike it, and submit my feedback. So we are evaluating these feedbacks regularly and improving our documentation by the time. Besides the CMS Kit, please use this feedback feature while reading the ABP framework documentation in your next development. Thank you for your feedbacks from now. This is the introduction part from me. Engin now will show you it in action. Engin, we are you.
Okay, thanks. Today I will be showing you the demo application that we've created to demonstrate what ABP's CMS Kit module is capable of. You can see the source code of the application from the CMS Kit repository, and also you can visit the cmskit.abp.io website to see the application. It will be live soon. And before running the application and showing you the application, let's take a look at the main structure of the application. For example, you can see the number of our application, and each of these menu items corresponds to a page, and each of those pages use a different CMS Kit features. For example, as you can see, we got the image gallery menu item in here. We aiming to show you how you can add CMS Kit features into your custom page applications, custom pages, and how you can easily integrate these features into your application easily. And as you can see, we got a blog menu item, which uses CMS Kit's blogging feature, and also blogging feature uses some other CMS Kit features, such as ratings, comments, tags, and reactions. And you can enable or disable them per blog. So you can have multiple blogs, and each of those blogs you can enable or disable these features per blog. And as you can see, also we got our team and products pages. And these pages are not created as a code, and we haven't implemented them. And instead, we've used the CMS Kit's pages feature and create this feature with dynamic content, style, and scripts. And I will show you in minutes. And also, as you can see, we've got 5 menu items right here, and we haven't created them or defined them in development time. Instead, we use the CMS Kit menu item system, and this system allows us to create an order menu system, and we can order each of these items and change their place. And I will also show you that. So let's go back to our application. Okay, you can see our application right now. I've signed in as a demo user. And let's first see our blog page. This is a simple page that lists some blog posts that we've created on the admin side. And let's check one of them. And as you can see, we've got a blog post. And when I scroll down, I see some of CMS Kit's feature integrated to the blogging feature. For example, I got a tag feature and components right here. I can have reactions and I can give.
Can you zoom in, Engin?
Sure. Okay. I can pick any reaction and give it, or I can take it back. And also I can use the rating component right here and give rating for the blog post. Also, we got comment section right here. I can either write comment or reply an existing comment. And let's see that in the admin side. So I opened the admin side and logged in as an admin user, which got all permissions that we need. And as you can see, we got a CMS menu item right here. And when I click the blogs management page, you will see the blog name and the slug for the blog. So when we go back our application and see the blog section, you would see that default is the name of our current blog. And you can create a new one. And after you create it, you can also define which feature that you want to use. For example, in our application, we use 4 features: tagging, reaction, rating, and comments. And if we decide to, disable the comments, we can disable it. And when we save it and go back to our application, when I refresh it, I will see that the comment section will be disappeared. And as I said earlier, this is then feature that can be enabled or disabled per block. So let's make it enabled again, and it will be seen again. And also, when we see our blocks, as you can see, we got 4 blog posts right now. I also want to show you the admin side of the blog post. And let's click the blog post menu item. And you can create blog posts. You just need to add cover image, associate the blog post with a blog, give title, define the URL, and then you can write Markdown or HTML content in here. And if you want, also you can define tags for the blog post. And then you get 2 options. You can either say that my content is not ready for the publish, so you can save it as draft to be published later on, or you can directly publish it. And as you can see, we've got a 5 menu item right here. But when we go back to our application, we only see the 4 of them. As I've just said, you have two options. You can either publish your content dynamically, directly, or you can set it as drafts. So let's assume that we've made the related modifications and said our content is ready to be published. So we just need to click the actions menu button, and then we click the publish and confirm the model. And when we go back to our application, we will see the related blog posts immediately. And we can also set it back as draft with just a single click. That's it. This was all from the blogging module. We can create multiple blogs. We can enable features, use some CMS Kit's other features like comments, tagging, reactions, and other features. And also we can create blog posts, save them as draft, or publish them directly. Okay, then let's see the other pages of our application. For example, we got our team page. This is a simple Meet the Team page. And we also got 2 products page, one of them for ABP Commercial Introductory and the other one for ASP.NET 0. And also we haven't created these files on physical time. So, I mean, we haven't defined these files in our application. We haven't created any CSS/HTML file. And we've just opened our admin side and we've clicked the pages management menu item. And when we click that, we get option to create our page. We can give title, dynamic URL, and we can write content for our page, Markdown or HTML, it doesn't matter. And also we can add script or style text, and then we can directly submit it. And you can see our 3 pages right here. And whenever you created these pages, you can access these pages with this slug. So as you can see, our theme page uses this URL, and the content that you provide will be rendered on the page. And I've just said that you can dynamically add style and script to your content. For example, you might want to give background color for the header, the market area. So you just need to add the related style tag here, and when you submit it and go back to your application and refresh the page, the style will be applied. You can also revert your changes, and you can also add script text or update your content, and you will dynamically see the page, and you can change the URL and so on. And so far, we've almost see all of our pages. We've only got the custom application page, the image gallery page. But before that, I want to show you that the CMS Kit menu system. As you can see, we've got a 5 menu item in here, and we haven't created them or defined them in the code. We've used CMS Kit admin site. We got a menus menu item right here. And when we click on them, when we click it, you will see that we've defined the menu items right here. We can click the new root menu item button and either give a URL or associate the menu item with a page. And after that, we just need to define a display name to be shown on the menu. And optionally, we can give icon or CSS class. And after we've created them, they will be directly rendered in the navbar of our application as a menu items. And as you can see, this order is come from this tree view. So gallery is our first menu item, then goes with blog, our team and products. And we can easily order them. For example, we might want to make the blog as our first menu item. So when I drag it and drop it down top of the gallery menu item and go back to my application, and when I refresh it, as you can see, menu order will be changed, and we can let's revert these changes, and it will directly change and it will be rendered as a menu items. And as we can see, when I hover the products text, we got 2 additional menu items in here. So that means we can also define sub-menu items to a menu item. For example, you can add a root menu item, and after you add it, you just need to right-click to the related menu item and click the Add Sub-menu item, and then you can define your menu item. And then it will be rendered on your application, so you don't need to stop your application and define through menu contributor and rerun your application again. Okay, and let's finally see the image gallery application that we want to show you how you can integrate CMS Kit features into your existing pages with the custom implementation. So we've created a basic application that lists some images, and in the detail page of those images, we've used 2 CMS Kit features. One of them is reaction, and the other one is comment feature. I want to show you in the code that how you can use these components into your existing pages. So let's open these pages. We've got, as you can see, the first the index page, and which is the where we list our gallery images, and we can also have a detail page. And as you can see in our application, we have both reaction feature and comment feature, And to add that to our application, we just need to add this 5 line of code. We just need to
Can you
invoke
increase the size?
Sure. Okay. Okay, we just need to invoke the related components. For example, for the reaction, we got a reaction selection view component, and we just need to pass 2 arguments. One of them is entity ID, which is correspond to a unique ID that defines the related reaction, what it made to. And also we got entity type, which is a simple string that so we can filter the related reactions later on the admin side. And also, as you can see, we've added the commenting feature by first checking through global feature manager, and then if it's enabled, we're just invoking the commenting view component feature. And after you do that, as you can see, it will be rendered and it will be working as expected. And in that point, let's see that on the admin side, for example, we've got a comment for this image gallery, and we can see it through the admin side. So I will click the comments menu item. And when I click that, you will see the all comments in here. Some of them made in the blog post and some of them made in image. For example, you can see the third recording here, and as you can see, it is the same as it is. And you can, as I said just before, you can filter them, so you can only see the which comments made to your specific blog post, or you can search for image, for example. And that was all from our simple application. And in that point, you might want to ask that, okay, we can dynamically create custom pages, dynamic pages. We can use CMS Kit blogging feature and create blog posts, enable some CMS Kit features related to that. But you might probably be wonder how I can make some customizations on the pages or the features. For example, in our blog post page, you might not like the design of this page. You might maybe you might want to change the background color of the text sections, text pans, text pages, or you may wanna change the HTML structure of the page completely. In that point, you just need to open the ABP framework repository and find the CMS Kit modules. And let me show you that. I opened the CMS ABP framework repository, and under the module folder, you will see the CMS Kit folder, and all of the source code of the module is right here. And for example, if you want to update the style of the blog post page, you just need to find the related page. For example, we use it as you just need to public web project and pages, public CMS Kit, and under the blogs folder, you will see the all related files that used to build up the blog post website. For example, if you want to override the styling, you just need to create blogpost.css file under the same folder structure in your application. And actually, I will do that and when I show you. And let's go back to our application. And when I open my application, you will see pages, public, CMS Kit blogs, and you will see blog post.css file. And as you may notice, this is the same folder structure as in the module. So when you put the same file under the same folder, this will be overwrite the content. So for example, I made the tag badges background color as green. So I've saved my changes and go back to my application. And as you can see, the style applied immediately. And so I can revert my change and go back to my application and it's back to normal. So you just need to put the same file under the same folder to overwrite the application. And actually, you can do this for styles, scripts, pages, or C# classes, so it can be applied to any file in your application thanks to the virtual file system of ABP framework. And you may also want to change the HTML structure of the page. For example, you may want add some header before the title, and you just need to create the related CSHTML file in the same directory structure. And then when you make your changes and save your changes and go back to your application and refresh the page, your changes will be applied as it do for the script and styles. So you can that easily overwrite components, pages, styles, and scripts. And this also same for the actually view components. For example, in our application, as you can see, we've got a comment section right here. So you may want that you may want to change the HTML structure or view of this view. You just need to open the CMS Kit module from the ABP framework repository and find the related components under the components folder. And if you want to, for example, override the commenting feature, you just need to click the commenting folder, and under that you will see the all related files that build up the related comment sections. So you can also create CSHTML or CSS or JavaScript file in your application to override it and give it a new look. And that was all from me today. Thanks for listening. So far, we've seen almost all CMS Kit features, and I will leave the word to the Halil. Thanks for listening again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Engin. It was a great demo and explanation. So you can check Engin's demo from GitHub, explore its source code. Okay, let's come to the installation part. ABP CMS Kit module. ABP is a modular framework, and we have created tens of modules. Some of them are commercial, some of them are open source and free. CMS Kit is another module. So it's not installed in the startup template by default. With ABP Commercial, you have an option to include it on startup. However, in the open source side, you have to install manually. To install it to your application, you can just use ABP CLI's add module command with the volu.cms kit parameter. We have created a global feature system, especially for the need of the CMS Kit project, because in CMS Kit we are providing multiple features, many of features that are independently usable. However, if you don't need, you don't have to enable all the features. So after installing the module, you can enable all the features or just enable, for example, text and comments features for your application. When you enable a few features, all other features will be completely disabled from your system, including the database tables are not created, HTTP APIs won't be available, UI page rules and all other details are extracted from your solution. So it will be a clean installation. However, if you want to enable it all, it's just one line of code. Once you enable the requested feature, you can, for Entity Framework Core, you have to create a database migration with just using Entity Framework Core standard add migration command. You will see that database tables are created only for the needed features. ABP, can work with three main UI frameworks: MVC, Blazor, and Angular. And also, we are providing some React Native and MyUI, especially for mobile side. However, for the web applications, three major frameworks are supported by the ABP framework officially. In the public side of ABP CMS Kit, MVC and Razor Paste framework is supported only because it best works with search engine crawling, SEO, and all other details. Single page application frameworks are not so good at the moment. Maybe we add them in the future. However, currently MVC is enough for the public side. For the admin side, currently we have MVC again and Blazor. Blazor is only available for ABP commercial customers. The Angular is on our roadmap for ABP commercial. The timeline is not clear yet. We are looking for demand from the community and customers. Let's mention about the long-term roadmap or backlog of the framework. Most of these features are not scheduled for any version, just they are in our backlog, and we are implementing it based on demand from community. We are constantly improving the existing features and adding the features we need to. For example, with the latest feature, we wanted to get feedback from community about our documentation, and we thought that we can make it a generic feature and add to CMS Kit as a page feedback feature. So it's available to all of the ABP community. Our approach is like that generally. Once we need something in our application, we think that if we can make it reusable for the community. So Angular UI is on the roadmap, as I said. RSS feed system is another kind of feature we are considering to implement in the next versions. Recently, we have created a feed system for ABP community website. Maybe, is it in live? Let me check. For example, no, it's not live. It will be live in the next days. Anyway, we are also considering it to add as a generic feature to ABP CMS Kit. A FAQ feature can be very useful. In the admin side, we can manage questions and answers. In the public side, people can easily see and search inside the questions. Voting for the feature is another kind of system we want to implement for ABP framework too. So we want to get feedback from community and get vote from for the next features for ABP framework. So we'll be trying to implement it as a generic feature. Social media feeds, some kind of image or video gallery can be useful feature, and it's a very common feature in CMS so content management systems. In the example project, Engin demonstrated, you have seen an image gallery. However, it was a completely custom page built only for this example to demonstrate how you can attach comments and reactions features to your custom page and custom entities. Multilingual content support is asked many times in this questions in this session. So it's also in our roadmap. However, we have experience for multilingual content from the ASP.NET boilerplate times. However, with ABP.io, we want to create a better implementation. So that's why we are hesitating to implement this feature. So we need more time to better design and make it much reusable, supports microservice and distributed scenarios and other kind of architectures provided by the ABP framework. So we will be working on that probably. Content versioning, another feature highly requested. So you create content, you create a new version of the page, and you see a problem and want to roll back to previous version. So it's a good feature. Content or page templates could be a good feature. So you can create templates and easily create layouts, easily reuse these templates while creating blog posts or pages. So a kind of confirmation mechanism for publishing contents can be a good feature, like a simple workflow. That's all from my presentation. Thanks for watching. So we can start to answer questions.
Thank you so much for your thorough explanation of the ABP CMS Kit, you guys. As far as I can see, we have many questions. First up is about...
Let me open the question myself.
Okay.
I will start from your list. We have 16 questions currently. I will try to answer one by one. When this personal commercial license will be available, you can see, you can send an email to us to ask a link for the personal commercial license. We didn't want to add it to public website. It has plugins option to be installed. It's not like WordPress dynamic plugin system, because our purpose is allow to you to create your own application with CMS features included. However, ABP also is a modular framework, and you can install, for example, other modules to your applications in addition to CMS Kit. You know, for example, let me share my screen again. Can you show my screen? For example, in the commercial ABP.io website, you see there are a lot of pre-built features. For example, file management feature is can be used to upload files and share these files among users in your application. So you can use this file management module in your application in addition to CMS Kit. So it's not a CMS Kit specific module or a feature or a plugin. However, it can work within the same application with CMS Kit. Another kind of module can be, for example, a chat module. You can use in your application with or without CMS Kit. So all of these, not only commercial, there are also the open source module. You can go to ABP's documentation to see all the open source modules. You see that all these modules can also be used with CMS Kit. So CMS Kit takes power of modularity from the ABP framework. It doesn't need to any additional kind of modularity or plugin system. I can stop my screen. Next question. Is this module available in Angular? I answered Angular. For Angular, we are waiting to create the admin side in Angular. The public side will be available only for MVC, for SEO and search engine crawling purposes. Next question about customization on client's front end. Yeah, actually, Engin has already shown that this is actually not a closed source system. You have the solution in your development environment. You can override anything. You can customize layout and so on. Actually, as you see in Engin's demo, the layout and the styling of the website is completely created from scratch from our design team in a few days, just for demonstration. So that means you can create your own UI theme. You can purchase a theme from TeamForest, for example, and apply it to your application. Any kind of things will work. Let's continue with the next question. Yeah, it's a similar question. Custom shim, I think you want to say UI theme. Okay, same question. Approval feature for comment. There is no approval feature, as I remember. Engin, do you know? I think
currently there is no. Yeah.
Okay, that's good suggestion. I have taken note. We probably will implement in the next versions. Yeah, content localization is, as I said, it's on our roadmap. However, it's not scheduled yet. Yeah, actually, the layout you can completely override the layout in your own application, so you can make everything however you like. But out of the box, only the main menu is dynamically managed. But in your layout, you can add static or dynamic menus to another place in your application. Currently, ABP already comes with multi-language support. However, it doesn't cover content. It localizes the user interface, buttons, titles, and many things in your application. However, for the dynamic content, I mean blog, for example, you are creating a blog post. You have created your blog post in English, and also you want to create a Chinese version of the same blog post and allow the Chinese users to see that blog post. It's not possible yet. You may extend the solution to implement it for your own application. However, it's not supported out of the box. It's on our roadmap. However, the website localization already possible. Yeah, I answered the similar question. Yeah, highly requested, I know. Is there any CS? Yeah, actually, you know, in the latest versions, we are providing ABP specific theme, Lepton X theme. So it has created based on CSS variable system, so you can use variables. You check the documentation. If you can't find, please write on GitHub or Discord or wherever you like. Yeah, actually, the fundamental features we have created are SEO compatible. However, we haven't worked much SEO specific work. React version is not in the plan, sorry. Managed alerts. That means probably user notifications. Notification system is our roadmap as another module for ABP framework. It's not tightly coupled to CMS Kit system, so you can use it with or without CMS Kit. However, it's on roadmap as a high priority module. Newsletter module, admin missing on backlog. I didn't understand. Actually, newsletter admin side is implemented as I know. Workflow is as can we add dynamic content? Maybe I didn't understand the question because all the things are dynamic content. Pages, blog posts, even user comments, all are dynamic. Is it possible to override file at runtime with correct folder structure? In ABP, this is an ABP framework feature. If you want to override a CS HTML file or CS or JavaScript file, you can that come from the from a module you are using. You can put the it in this same exact location physically in your solution. It will override the one coming from the related module. Actually, it's the system is very different. For example, there is Orchard. For example, you know, Orchard is a great framework actually, and great CMS system, and is far away, has more features than our CMS Kit. However, its purpose is different. When you see its source code, when you want to create your application on top of Orchard, you will see that it's very opinionated. For example, it uses a relational database based, what was the name? Yes, SQL database system. And you see that it's not well layered. It is because CMS Kit oriented, dynamic content oriented. So it uses UI objects in the core package and so on. So it's not layered. It's not for generic application framework. It's mostly focused on content management system. Umbraco is similar, as I know. It's a very opinionated system, and it has completely its own system, and you should apply it as things to your application, and hard to freely develop, for example, a distributed system based on Umbraco CMS. However, I'm not expert on that topic. Maybe I am wrong. It's not alternative, but it's an alternative approach. Actually, alternative product, not. No, actually, we haven't thought like that. If you have to suggest CMS Kit for small business, personal can replace WordPress, or it cannot replace WordPress because WordPress have a lot of ready-to-use plugins. However, if you are the .NET developer and want to create your, for example, e-commerce application and want to add comments, reactions, or blog posts to your application, then you cannot give up the .NET and go with PHP. You don't do that. But with CMS Kit, you can do it. You can use your current skills. You can develop your .NET application and integrate it with CMS Kit features. So it's not like competitors. However, its purpose is different. So it's not a replacement for WordPress. However, it provides the fundamental content management system features for your own .NET applications. The main difference is that. How is the security side? Yeah, for all features we are caring about security, but this is more general question. Engin, do you want to answer that?
For the website index page. I didn't understand the question.
I think it is asking for homepage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, we got a default homepage feature, and I don't know if you are asking for that. When you create a page by using the CMS Kit Pages feature, you can also set it as a default page. So whenever you open your homepage, you will see the page that you created and set it as default.
So you can set an arbitrary page as your homepage, so it will be shown when people visit your website. Okay, there is such a feature. No, no ChatGPT integration. No blockchain or NFT integrations also. Actually, it supports RTL with, it's based on ABP system, so it supports RTL. It's like related to the UI team. Does it support localization in URL? No, not currently. It's related to language-specific content feature. When it comes, it will support. Most of the features are open source and free. Some features are commercial and included in the ABP commercial license. For the open source side, you can find it from the ABP's main repository under the modules folder. You will see all the source code and the fundamental points of the CMS Kit. Can Redis be disabled for public website? I'm not sure how to answer that. However, if you have only one website, one application, you don't have to use Redis. You can use in-memory. However, if you want to publish your application to a clustered environment, you cannot continue with your in-memory cache because you will have inconsistent cache states between your different servers. So Redis distributed cache has its own purpose and actually not related to ABP much. Charts and manage it from the admin. Actually, it's your own application. You can add anything, you can create anything. That's the main advantage of using CMS Kit instead of using pre-built and pre-built content management system. So this is your application. CMS Kit is a library actually here. It's not kind of platform. Integrating a shortcut sounds like, I don't know, shortcut. Any plan to add SEO features to blog? It's I already answered that. We will probably we will work on to improve the SEO part. However, we are actually waiting for the community to more use this CMS kit and get feedback from community. By the time we will improve it and make it better. And however, currently it's a good foundation and provides all the fundamental CMS features. But we will continue to improve. And you can also contribute to it because it's open source. Another thing is when you will create a module market or place to sell themes or modules. We are actually it's on our roadmap from the beginning of the framework, maybe for the years. However, we couldn't make it yet. Maybe in the future, it's on our roadmap and always want to create such a module market for ABP framework. For the SaaS module, it's actually not related to CMS Kit question. For ABP commercial SaaS module, it has a subscription and payment system, yes. User count restriction by subscription is also available, yes. Does it support dynamic form generation like contact form and surveys? Let me share my screen again for that question. CMS Kit has not such a feature. However, there is already a module for the ABP commercial part. So you can easily create surveys like dynamically add questions, set answers, define rules, and a lot of advanced features. You can create such surveys and send this to email. There are a lot of features with the ABP commercial forms module. You can check this module as an answer to your question. Let me continue with the next question. Can I use basic theme in commercial modules? Yes, you can use basic theme. This is one of the fundamental things we are trying to do. All the modules are independent from Leptonix and other UI themes. So it works with basic theme. Basic theme is basically Bootstrap only theme. So you can purchase a Bootstrap-based UI theme and apply to your solution. It will get a time, however, it will work because it has been tried by our customers before. For ABP Studio, we are still working on, and our goal to provide a beta in the November, just after Microsoft releases .NET 8. It is. You can sign up for a commercial.abp.io/studio. Maybe I can show it finally. Okay, here you can click more on the ABP Studio. Currently, you can request a beta to be tested from the ABP Studio.